You could be pushing your friends, family, or co-workers away without even realizing. So today I'm breaking down 5 mistakes that make someone quickly dislike you. It's great to have you here. I'm Kavi and I work in wealth management at a global bank. My job requires strong people skills to handle relationships with celebrities, entrepreneurs, and CEOs. And so this channel shares my insights to help you level up your people skills to live a happier, more successful life. The first mistake that makes someone quickly dislike you is not admitting when you're wrong. Now, I used to find apologies really difficult to say, and I'd often rationalize it in my head by saying, if I say sorry to this person, then they're going to be reminded of the negative experience that we had, and so maybe it's best just to not say anything. But something happened to me that made me realize that this mindset was completely wrong. Last year, someone crossed the line with me, and I'll be honest, I was quite upset. But a few days later, they came up to me and they really apologized. They admitted that they were wrong, and they just said that they were sorry. From that person's apology and me seeing that they actually felt bad for their mistake, I was able to forgive them. But I do sometimes think to myself, would I have forgiven them had they not said sorry? And the truth is, I don't think I would have. So this actually made me see it from the lens of someone on the receiving side of an apology, and it made me realize how important it is just to say sorry when you're wrong. Now, a different story from when I apologized to someone was while I was president of Warwick Asian Society, which is the largest cultural society in Warwick with over 650 members. Now, I was in charge of a team of 30, and there was a time when I really wanted to get an event over, and as a result, I overworked an exec member too much and I was putting too much pressure on them. But I realized I was wrong because if someone did that to me, I would not be happy. So I rang them up and said a detailed apology saying that it won't happen again. And they accepted my apology. And now to this day, I'm still good friends with that person. So if you ever wrong someone, just put your ego aside for a second and just say sorry and apologize in as much detail as possible. The second mistake is gossiping and sharing secrets. Now, I'll be completely honest, I'm not proud of this, but when I was about 11 or 12 years old in school, I used to love speaking bad about other people. I'd be like, oh, did you see this person do this? And in some ways, gossiping actually makes sense because we're social creatures, so we love talking about other people. But what I quickly realized is the bad thing about this is your relationship with your friends becomes based on other people, and also your friends aren't going to trust you because they're going to be thinking, is Kavi going to be saying this thing about me to other people now? So now I have a simple rule, which is if you won't say it to someone's face, don't say it behind their back. The third mistake that makes someone dislike you is by breaking what I call the 48-hour rule. I know people who are really likable in person. Maybe they tell good jokes or they're really caring, but online it's a different story and they often won't reply to messages or calls. Now, I get that we all need time away from our phones and it's really important to disconnect, but at the same time, try and have the rule to reply to someone within 2 days. Because there could be people that you really like, but you're giving them the message, mind the pun, that you don't like them at all if you're not responding to their texts. So what I often do is I'll block out like 10 minutes and I'll just batch reply to a bunch of people, and this just helps to stop pushing people away from you. The fourth mistake is disliking other people. If you don't like someone, then they're more likely to not like you because people are a lot smarter than they're given credit for. And it's almost like they can read your mind, and just through subtle body language, they can realize that you dislike them. And if they realize that you don't like them, then they're not going to be a fan of you because we all love people who love us. So try and remind yourself of good qualities in other people so you'll like them and they'll like you. Before the final tip, if you want more useful videos like this on your algorithm, please subscribe. Also, let me know in the comments which mistake has resonated most so far. The fifth mistake that will make someone dislike you is by using your phone in conversations. Imagine if throughout this whole video, I was just speaking to you, but like this instead. And I was saying, oh yeah, here's a little tip to make someone not dislike you and you should do this. You would just feel so disengaged and you'd obviously click off the video. Now, I know I obviously over exaggerated that and it sounds stupid, but so many people have a quick glance at their phone while they're speaking to people. And it just shows to the other person that you don't care about them. So all you've got to do is put your phone on airplane mode or on silent. I mentioned earlier how not apologizing can quickly make someone dislike you, but there's something else worse that you might do that's destroying your relationships. So check out this video where I'll show you what it is and how you can avoid killing your conversations.